the great honor of welcoming our inspirational speaker this morning, Mr. Ray Grand. He is an author, an entrepreneur, an advocate for people with disabilities, a very inspirational speaker. He was awarded the Heroes Among Us Award by the Boston Celtics, which honors individuals who have made an overwhelming impact in the lives of others and overcoming adversity. His acclaimed book is My Legs May Be Paralyzed, But My Mind Isn't. Please help me welcome Mr. Ray Grand.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I vividly remember waking up out of bed and I saw a man with a white coat. And he said, "No, I don't." He said, "You're in the hospital and you've been diagnosed with bacterial spinal meningitis." And I'm like, what is that? I'm only 14 years old. And I look him in his eyes and I say, "I had a basketball game to go to. You must have the wrong person or something." And he looks at me, I look back at him, he says, "Ray, you're never gonna walk again." And I look back at him confidently and I said, "Well, that's your opinion." And I go through that process like, this man does not know how much hours I put in playing basketball and my dreams to go to the NBA. He doesn't know I played every single day, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. I even skipped school sometimes because I wanted to go to the NBA so bad. And so, who gave him the right to tell me that I'm never gonna walk again? And I'm sure someone probably told you something in your life that made you question, wow, can I do this? Or maybe you told yourself. And then you can imagine how that feels when you're thinking about, can I do this? Can I walk? Is he right? All these thoughts are racing through my mind. And I had this feeling, and I'm going to demonstrate to you how I felt, and you probably felt. I felt like I was on the bottom. And feeling on the bottom doesn't feel so good because you don't know how you're going to get up. You feel like nobody understands you. You may even feel depressed. There's a whole bunch of feelings that you can't even understand. But one thing I know for sure, that regardless of how I feel, if I can't walk, I'll crawl. And if I can't crawl, I'll speak. And so, my process of being on this floor, it took me a long time to realize what's inside of me. And I know what's inside of me, it's a light. And everybody has a light inside of them. And that light is a song that I would sing. It says, "This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine." And just like I was on the floor, you see how I got back up. And so sometimes when you're on the floor, it's just that simple. You get back up and you keep fighting. You keep fighting and you never give up. And understand that life is a process. You're gonna face challenges like Dr. B said, and some challenges are going to be unforeseen and not even understood how to come across those challenges. And so, you see, I have two hands, right? Two hands. These two hands are my hands. This wheelchair, I own this wheelchair. The wheelchair does not own me. So same thing with certain circumstances that you have in life. They don't own you unless you allow them to own you. So your circumstances do not define you. Whether that's your race, your color, your religion, or anything. It's what you believe in, and in that light that's inside of you. And if everybody actually can stand up, please. Take your right hand, and we could put it to our neck. You feel that? That's a beat. That's life. That's something that we all have. And we value it and understand that you matter. You are loved somewhere. Someone loves you. God loves you. And understand that we always have life. We always have a purpose. And with that purpose is a promise. To promise to yourself that you're going to put your best foot forward and do the best that you can be. Why? Because you're alive and you matter. And so I want to leave that message with you today. Let your light shine and do the best that you can do and never give up. Thank you very much.